Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chad Barnier here again. It's the second time I've tried to record this video because I screwed up the audio and didn't get any. Today I'm gonna go through all the Tony nominations, getting ready for next Monday's Tony Awards, which is super exciting. I've never watched the Tonys live before, but this year I have the opportunity to. Hashtag, I just lost my job. So I'm gonna do my predictions and then I'm gonna do like a live reaction video on Monday while watching along and yeah, see how I fared. A few caveats before we start. I don't live in New York City. I haven't seen all these plays or musicals. I have listened to cast albums and I've read and seen a lot of information on the internet about plays. I did see Harry Potter last year in London, and as a massive Harry Potter fanboy, it blew my mind. Just letting everyone know, Harry Potter kind of gets the default win for a lot of these play categories, so I'm kind of gonna skip through a lot of them. I'm more of a musical fan, so let's get to it. So first category we have is Best Book of a Musical. So we have Idamar Moses for The Band's Visit, we have Jennifer Lee for Frozen, Tina Fey for Mean Girls, and Carly Giroux for SpongeBob SquarePants, the musical. I think this year's gonna be really hard. There's a lot of things that are so kind of equally weighted that there's no kind of clear winner. It's not Hamilton or Sondheim or anything like that. So this year I think it's gonna be really hard. Nothing against Frozen, Mean Girls, or SpongeBob, but they are all franchise musicals, so I think they've got a lot of work to do. That being said, they've put in that work. Frozen is obviously amazing. You can't contest that. If you do, leave right now. They've done a lot of work adapting it to the stage. It's not just slapped on a theater stage from the movie. They've done a lot of tweaking to make it work, and a lot of that is due to the book. Tina Fey, you queen. I think anything that Tina Fey puts her hands to is incredible. So Mean Girls obviously gets a few ups there. And SpongeBob, Carl Giroux, I don't know much about the musical, so I'm really sorry. I do know that people freak out about it and love it, and a lot of haters change their mind because of how good SpongeBob is and your work that you do. So for this one, I'm going to say, let's go The Band's Visit. This is going to be hard. Okay, best choreography, we have Christopher Gattelli for My Fair Lady. We have Christopher Gattelli again for SpongeBob SquarePants. That's insane. 2 in a year for different musicals. We have Stephen Hoggett for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. We have Casey Nicholaou for Mean Girls and Justin Peck for Carousel. Now, Harry Potter is going to get a lot of default wins for me in the play categories. This is an open category, plays and musicals, so I'm going to explain why I'm giving it to Harry Potter on this one. I saw it last year in London, and the way that they've been able to translate movie magic, well, storybook magic, into movie magic, into stage magic, and now into like the magic that like feels almost tangible is just exceptional. Just the fact that they can even get away with creating magic when you're only like meters away from them and you still believe it is just mind-boggling. So Harry Potter, Stephen Hoggett, best choreography. Best costume design of a musical, we have Mean Girls, Once on This Island, Carousel, My Fair Lady, and SpongeBob. And I have to give it to David Zinn from SpongeBob because have you seen the photos? It's insane. And great work to David Zinn on that one. Sorry, everyone else. I mean, it's hard to win best costume design for Mean Girls when you're based in a school. That's hard. We have best costume design of a play, Harry Potter. Best direction of a musical. This one's so hard because I've just listened to, which is hard to tell direction, seen some snippets and videos, some not so legal videos, and just kind of heard different things around the internet. So, gosh, I feel like, number one, The Band's Visit is so unique, funny, and just interesting that to be able to pull that off is a feat in itself. SpongeBob, Tina Landau had a lot working against her because of the attitude that people have for franchise musicals. A lot of people go into that thinking they're not going to like it, or it's just going to be a cheesy kids show, but I have not read a single bad thing about SpongeBob. So I think to be able to take people from like going in with their arms crossed, like impress me, and then making them like the show, I think that says a lot about the director as well. So I'm going to give it to Tina Landau for SpongeBob. Best direction of a play, Harry Potter. Best lighting design of a musical, I'm going to have to give this to SpongeBob. It's between SpongeBob, Once on This Island, My Fair Lady, Carousel, and The Band's Visit. SpongeBob just looks like a hell of a lot of fun. It's always changing, always got something spectacular happening. So Kevin Adams at SpongeBob, I'm giving that to you. Best lighting design of a play, what's that? Harry Potter. Best musical, okay, this one's so hard. I adore Frozen. Of course it's amazing. Mean Girls, I mean, I've listened to it, it's amazing. Mean Girls, the movie, I mean, I grew up with that. It's so funny. Band's Visit was just, damn it. I have to say Frozen. There we go. Hate me later. Best orchestration. So we have John Clancy at Mean Girls, Tom Kitt, SpongeBob, Anne-Marie Milazzo at Once on This Island, as well as Michael Starobin, Once on This Island, Jamshid Sharifi, The Band's Visit, and Jonathan Tunick at Carousel. And I know I butchered all of those names. This one I'm giving to The Band's Visit. The Band's Visit cast album is incredible. You can listen to it and like sing along to it like it's a Dear Evan Hansen, but I think it does this cool balance that you can, it is a sing-along show, but it is also like a cool kind of jazzy background music show, which is super hard, I think, to find that balance of interesting enough to like it, but not showy to the point of I can't listen to it while I do work. Like Hamilton, I try and listen to while I do work. Sweeney Todd or Les Mis, you know what I mean? There's too much show in the lyrics that it's hard to concentrate, but it's also so damn big that you can't do anything else but sing along to it. So The Band's Visit does this cool middle balance thing, so I'm going to give best orchestrations to The Band's Visit. Best original score, music and or lyrics written for the theatre. This category is super interesting this year for a couple of reasons. Number one, we have Adrian Sutton for Angels in America, David Yazbek for The Band's Visit, Christian Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez for Frozen. We have Jeff Richmond and Neil Benjamin for Mean Girls, and then we have 400 people for SpongeBob SquarePants. Essentially every song is written by a different artist or songwriter. We have Jonathan Colton, we have Joe Perry, Steven Tyler of Aerosmith, Yolanda Adams, The Flaming Lips, Lady Antebellum, so like it's incredible. We also have like John Legend, who's having a big year this year, obviously Jesus Christ Superstar. We have Panic at the Disco, again Brendan Urie from Kinky Boots. Speaking of Kinky Boots, also Cyndi Lauper wrote a track for this. So I kind of just want to give this award to SpongeBob SquarePants, just so 15 people can add a Tony to their resume. I mean, I would love to have been given that opportunity. Hey, can you write one song for this show and like then you can get a Tony, instead of like, hey, can you write Hamilton 50 songs and then you can get a Tony? So that's kind of funny. But I mean, The Band's Visit's pretty good, and Frozen and Mean Girls. Damn it. As much as I want to give it to SpongeBob, I'm giving it to Christian Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez. Not that Robert Lopez needs any more Tonys, but what can you do? They're amazing. Best performance by an actor in a featured role in a musical: Norbert Leo Butz, My Fair Lady, Alexander Gemignani in Carousel, Gray Henson in Mean Girls, Gavin Lee, SpongeBob, and Ariel Stachel in The Band's Visit. I'm giving this one to Gray Henson in Mean Girls. She doesn't even go here. That character is my life. Best performance by an actor in a featured role in a play: I have to give it to Anthony Boyle, Harry Potter. Best performance by an actor in a leading role in a musical. Okay, so this is between Harry Haddon Patton in My Fair Lady, Joshua Henry in Carousel, Tony Shalhoub in The Band's Visit, and Ethan Slater in SpongeBob. I was pretty tied between Tony in The Band's Visit and Ethan in SpongeBob because they're both incredible, but I think just the fanfare around Ethan Slater and SpongeBob is kind of pushing me over the line. Like I said, SpongeBob had a lot going against it and has managed to become so victorious in its celebration that takes a lot. And to take on a role like SpongeBob and do it well, hell yeah. Let's go Ethan Slater. Best performance by an actor in a leading role. I mean, there are some pretty cool names here. We have Andrew Garfield, Angels in America, which I heard was pretty incredible. Tom Hollander from Travis Hughes, Jamie Parker, Harry Potter, Mark Rylance, Farrell and the King, and Denzel Washington, The Iceman Cometh. Sorry, Denzel, this is probably the only time in my life where I get to kick you off anything. It's between Jamie Parker in Harry Potter and Andrew Garfield in Angels in America. I mean, I have to give it to Harry Potter. I did hear Andrew Garfield slayed in Angels in America, so good on you, Andrew. But Jamie Parker, woo-woo. Okay, so best performance by an actress in a featured role in a musical. We have Ariana DeBose in the Donna Summer musical, Renee Fleming and Lindsay Mendez in Carousel, Ashley Park in Mean Girls, and Diana Rigg in My Fair Lady. This one is a bit of a no-brainer for me. Ashley Park, Mean Girls. Best performance actress in a featured role in a play. I'm gonna have to say Noma for Harry Potter. Best performance by an actress in a leading role in a musical. Okay, so we have Lauren Ambrose in My Fair Lady. We have Haley Kilgore in Once on This Island. We have LaShans in the Donna Summer musical, Katrina Lenk in The Band's Visit, Taylor Lautner in Mean Girls, and Jessie Mueller, Carousel. Katrina Lenk, number one. You in The Band's Visit was incredible. Taylor Lautner in Mean Girls, I mean, you kind of just smashed out of the park. So I'm gonna give it to Taylor. Then we have best performance by an actress in leading role in a play. I'm going to give it to Amy Schumer. Not just because it's hilarious to see Amy Schumer on this list, not that she doesn't deserve it, just because I kind of don't know anyone else. And Amy Schumer, I love you. You're amazing. Best play, Harry Potter. Best revival. I want to say Once on This Island, but I feel like My Fair Lady is just, it's My Fair Lady. That's a coin toss. This website's called justflipacoin.com. Okay, heads I'm gonna say My Fair Lady, and tails I'm gonna say Once on This Island. My Fair Lady. Cool. Okay, there we go. Best revival of a play, Angels in America. Best scenic design of a musical, SpongeBob. Have you seen the pictures? Holy crap. SpongeBob is just phenomenal. Best scenic design of a play. I'm giving this to Harry Potter because of what I said before, that taking something so intangible like magic and making it feel like I could reach out and grab it is one of the hardest things you could probably ever do. And Christine Jones and the team at Harry Potter absolutely kill it. Best sound design of a musical. Best sound design of a musical. SpongeBob. That kind of makes sense. Okay. I'm going SpongeBob. Best sound design of a play, even though 1984 is in there, Angels in America is in there, but Harry Potter, it's Harry Potter, guys. There are a few non-compete awards this year, and I'm going to list those off as well. So Isabel Stevenson Award is Nick Scandalios. Lifetime Achievement Award is Andrew Lloyd Webber. Regional Theatre Award, La Mama ETC. Special Tony Award is Bruce Springsteen. Springsteen on Broadway. And also John Leguizamo for Latin History for Morons. Both really cool people. Tony Honors for Excellence in the Theatre. We have Sarah Krulwich, Bessie Nelson, and Ernest Windsor Cleaners. Guys, that is it for my predictions of the 2018 Tony Awards. Tell me if you think I'm ludicrous in any of those things. Tell me what your predictions are. I'd love to know that as well. Or watch along with me on Monday. Well, my Monday. I don't know when it is for you. Sunday, maybe? Tuesday? But let me know what your thoughts are. If you want to see some more musical related videos, I've got a bunch of them lined up and planned. So make sure you hit subscribe and like and share it with people, because you're such a generous friend. Follow me on here, follow me on Twitter. Chad Barnier is pretty much my handle everywhere, and I'll see you next time.